Okay, listen up. Here is the plan. You are going to be dropped in a bleak, inhospitable landscape. You are going to survive living off of only the natural resources you can find. You have to survive for 8 days and nights. You will need food, shelter, weapons and tools. It is not as bleak as it appears at first sight. Trees can be found in small clusters, usually on high ground. There are abandoned mine workings all over the place, and these can be a godsend for anyone who is prepared to take the risk. The thing that will kill you is starvation, so you need to prioritise getting your starter farm running on day one. It need not be your final farm. It need not be large or lavish. It just needs to get you over the killer time, which is day 3. That is when your hunger will be at maximum. So, get wood, get resources, get food, and you'll be up and running. Then you just need to avoid the enemy, who are lethal by the way, and you'll be through to the end in no time. One more thing before you go. Guys, build something pretty. You know what the General likes. Okay, hello, here we are, right on the edge of this inhospitable terrain. We've got a tree or two just down here. We're apparently in a river, although it seems to be a dried up river. Ooh, I'm waiting for the world to load a bit. Yeah, sounds are working. Okay, right. Well, let's grab a little piece of wood from here. Hope we've not got too much lag going on while everything loads up. But we've got to get off into the Mesa proper. The whole aim of this time, survive for 8 days in the Mesa. Just try and get away from where there were those sorry about background noises. Right, get away from where there were some caves so that I don't get attacked in the first few moments. I need a little stone. Now where was there stone? There was actually stone up in that... Oh, there's a bit just here, isn't there? Oh, excuse me. Right, aircraft has just gone past. Carrying on with it. Okay, we're surviving for 8 days in the Mesa. We're building something nice. And colourful and pretty. So let's just get started in the normal way. Food is going to be the biggest problem. Normally is. Okay, let's get a couple of things. Now we're going to be living right out in the middle of the Mesa as we're supposed to, and so we will actually, let's make an axe as my third thing, also my first weapon. Right, just grab a little bit more stone because it might be hard to come by out there in the Mesa. And the other thing I'm going to grab while I'm here is some ordinary dirt for my farm, because as I say, food's going to be the, usually is the biggest problem. So if we can make sure we have this kind of dirt, because the kind of dirt that you get out there in the middle of the Mesa is always coarse dirt, and you can't grow anything on it as far as I know. Maybe you can, but it doesn't look so useful. I'm going to need a hoe. I'm going to need to find somewhere with water. All kinds of extra noises going on. There's some water down there, but that is no good to me without a Right, here we are, the Mesa proper. Okay. Yes, I will need a bucket. Look at that guy standing over there, staring out at me. He can't come out and get me. Now, one thing about... Right, things have changed. You can get sticks from smacking these dead bushes. Not that it really matters that much, because you can usually get... Oh, did he vanish? Oh, right. That coal looks very useful to me. Let's hope no one jumps in on my head while I'm getting it. You see, you get so much gold in these hills nowadays. This is gold rush country. Right, but I'm not interested in gold just yet. I think I might be later on. Now that dirt there, I guess, that's probably going to be the coarse dirt that you normally get. Excuse me just 1 second. Okay, back. Just had to try and quell some of the noises in the background. Okay, well, this is going to be good amount of coal. Now we're halfway through the first day. Oh. Right, that should be quieter. Okay, so where do I want to live? Near the water would seem to be perhaps a good idea. I'll probably set up base in one place first just to survive. Look at this place. Now, one thing I haven't spotted yet is something that I would expect to see, which is abandoned mines. You can normally see them now spawning in these Mesa biomes. That's an interesting one, isn't it? Look, all that sand is going to come piling down as soon as anyone disturbs it. Oh, one bit of it falls down, that's all. Right. Perhaps round here could be a good place just for a starter farm. I don't know. I don't know. Now I think I need to get up higher. Ooh, zombies are in there. Oh, where is he then? Oh, hello. Ah, there's a little bit. There's my first food. Unlikely though it might seem. Right. Okay. Look, I'm wasting time. I need to get out. I want to get up to the high places to chop down some more trees. So actually, right up there, pretty much where I came from, I should think, might be a good place. Now, the big problem is, there's a creeper in that hole now. I would like to have a bucket for some water. That whole area there looks like it's going to collapse on me. Right, change of plan. Let's knock this area out a little bit. Let's just make a very first starter farm around here. Like this. I've got nothing to plant in this thing yet, have I? I am being a bit stupid. But let's give it a try. Okay. Right. What we can do is get some torches up and running, light the area up a little bit. Like that. And right, I think my bigger worry right now is I need instant food, and I haven't managed to get any seeds or anything for planting. I haven't seen any abandoned mine shafts, and that is weird. Right, try and get some seeds around here. Yeah, okay, so we can at least begin to plant things before nightfall, perhaps. One seed. The other one is chop down oak trees, hope to get an apple. And also I have plenty of wood so that we can make tools and perhaps even our first shelter. That was another bit of seeds, wasn't it? Okay, so we can actually plant a few seeds now. Okay, so this is all as running out of time as normal. The sun's setting. Let's get down here. There's my little farm area, but then I've got to find somewhere safe for myself. So maybe what I should do is let's build myself a little home just here. Like this. Okay, and then we'll have somewhere just to keep the mobs off us for the first night. Like that. Maybe even an ordinary door. Okay. Right, that's good. And then right, the rest of the wood, that's useful. Got a little bit of hardened clay already. We're going to be collecting an awful lot of that as the series progresses. But at the moment, we'll just put up a little bit to make sure that the walls are high enough. Could have made a much bigger farm out there. Yep, the mobs are out, beginning to take an interest. Okay. Now obviously the spiders can get in. Now I'm not far above... Oh, I didn't have a block in my hand. Right, okay. So we're into the first night, and I think I'm just going to go underground. Let's try and get ourselves some iron. Iron would be good, and yeah, I think that's probably, yeah, it's going to be about right. Just make sure I've got a furnace on me. Although, yeah, that's just for cooking up the iron. I probably, while I'm at it, I should have planted those as my food. Let's see, if I make myself a hoe, now whether I do it now or in the morning. Anybody here? Oh yeah, they're all they've kind of stopped at a distance, but they're going to be far too interested. I'll be doing that in the morning. so let's get down underground. Now this will probably be the point at which I suddenly hit the abandoned mines, won't it? Right. And you get a nice collection of the hardened clays of all the different colours as you go down to the ground. Down through the ground. Look. All the colours. And I walked straight into iron. Just what I was after. Great. Now, that zombie that I can hear, does that mean that he's in a cave? Or is it, am I just hearing the one who came over to investigate the house on the surface? Now, I might start by just making this my little starter smelting station. So as I go down deeper and deeper, I'm going to need a new... What did I do? Did I leave my crafting table right up there? Okay, it's always good to have two, even if it's out of total necessity. Right, let's get a second one going. Right, I'm going to have to remember that I'm coming back this way. Right, iron is good. I want a bucket, I want a shield. How do I see this whole series panning out? I think really getting myself established, making sure I'm safe, I've got a source of food, I've got the right tools. Ooh, more iron, that's good. That's going to take up the first 3, maybe even 4 episodes, I would say. Once I've done that, then I'm going to have to think about my build. I've got a kind of vague idea of something that's in keeping with the local materials of my surroundings, which is obviously, yeah, that's the thing that you feel as though you ought to be doing is using all of the different colours of clay that are around here. Iron is not going to be a problem, is it? Dying might be, but iron, good. Okay, well let's make another furnace here. Pop this furnace down and get rid of that, don't need that. Because there's all kinds of extra things that you can... Oh, I'm going to have to waste coal rather than wasting wood. I think wood's what we're shorter on. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how deep we can get before we turn around. And I think we come back up in the morning because food's going to be the important thing, and I need to get my farm planted, and I absolutely didn't get it planted on day 1. Because the mobs were out there looking at me. I managed to get a piece of zombie flesh, and that was my only food. Now, let's see, we're 3 minutes away from the end of the first day. Possibly, I don't want to get incredibly deep. Isn't it weird? I'm in a Mesa. I know that one of the things they've changed about the Mesa is that there's a lot of gold that forms here, and yet the only bit of gold I've seen is way up there in a cave on the surface. Well, in fact, that surface was even higher than sea level, wasn't it? Right, I think that's deep enough. I will continue this another time, coming down, but for the moment, let's get back up to the surface. Actually, let's pop that down there. Right, if I go all the way, put the occasional block in like that, just in case I fall all the way. Right, So that's nearly done. What I should do while I'm doing that, and excuse the other noises, someone's wooden leg fell off. Right, so I've got my shield. That's all the iron from this one. Let's carry on up and visit the next furnace that I placed somewhere a bit higher up. Oh, I can hear us, Mr. Skeleton. Oh yeah, I did anyway, didn't I? So the next thing I can do is, let's make myself a bucket. So we get some water once the day is here, which is almost any second now. And while I'm at it, I might as well get some bodily protection up and running, like that. And maybe the last thing I should do is get a, let's see, an iron axe. I like that as my weapon of choice. Okay, so now up to the top. Oh, I'm not quite there yet. Right, so here we are on the surface. I never even lit the place up, did I? So anyone could have walked in. We're on to the next day. So right, I've survived the first day. Thank you for watching, and please come back next time. Bye bye.